Here we are. What's up, everybody? I'm going to show my camera. Okay, here we go. What's up, everybody? Charlie checking in. Coming at y'all a little early tonight. Said I was going to go live at 6:30. Well, I lied. I got to work tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on here early tonight. About an hour or so early. Get what I got to say out the way. Let you all know what's happening with our wonderful friend Dougie. And kid behind the camera and shit. And then I'm gonna hop off here, get ready for work. Chill out. That's Erica's making some chicken. Guys, to remind me at 5:35, the chicken and the biscuits should be done. Help me out with that if you can. I'm live. What's up, everybody? 122 people in the house. Thank you all so much, man, for following so closely with this situation, with Sir Dougie and the family, as always, and as always, I'm gonna deliver for you all tonight, let you know what's going on all fronts. And my 2 cents. Everybody has theirs. I'm gonna share with you all mine, and then you can share with me all yours in the comments and whatnot. So let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? I don't like this. How do I gotta say? Okay, let me do this. I wanted to show her this thing was showing, but whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Who do we have up in the house? Let's go ahead and start from the top. Roll call. Melon Adrian Loker says first. You like that? Damn right, Melon Adrian in the house. Much love to you guys. Joe Wilford, Gunnar York, Chris So Creepy. At least you admit it, bro. Lucy Weber, Barbie Doll, Ashley, Lily Spencer, Miss Chrissy, the Pepper Queen in the house. Much love to you right there. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday, man. Thanksgiving is this damn Thursday. Can you guys believe it? Thanksgiving is this week. I wonder, do you do any kind of like peppers or anything with a pepper dish to go with your turkey or anything? Let me know. I'd like to maybe try something new. Debbie C in the house. What's up? Blue Boy, Wolf Boy, Gotcha Club. Shout out to you, Big Popper. Big Popper 650 in the house. Keeping it redneck in the place. Rachel Lynn. Hey, Rachel. What's love to you out there in Charleston? I was wanting to go check out Charleston this year, for Christmas time or right around my birthday. I was thinking about maybe going and renting a hotel room for the weekend, checking out the Christmas tree downtown and shit, kind of revisiting some old memories, but maybe next year, so maybe next year we can hang out, meet up, say what's up, yada, yada, yada. It'd be cool. Jordan Hinchman in the house. What's up, bro? Much love to ya. Shout out to y'all fools up there in Wisconsin. Phil in the house. Much love. Candy Livingston, Kyle, and Kendra Daily Life. What is up? Says, is Doug okay? Go all right, guys. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Sorry, guys. Hopefully I'll catch y'all on the flippity flip on this if I hadn't shouted you out yet. But old Dougie, Uncle Dougie, guys, good news, nothing but good news on the Dougie front, guys. Got a message from his sister and other family members of his have posted on social media that Doug is doing well. What do we have here, guys? Says, just saw and talked to Doug. He looks so much better. He told me I didn't know how sick I was. Where's it at? I think I might have another one here, guys. A different screenshot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Says, this is from his sister Barbie Hart. Says, update about Dougie West. Says, I spoke to the nurse and she said Doug was out of his bed and sitting up in the chair talking to Ollie and Miss Spell. How about that, guys? So he is actually conscious, sitting up, not only responding to or whatnot, he's actually communicating with family and doctors in the hospital now, guys. So, I mean, he has really just fought back from, the brink, it almost seemed, man. Like we were all just kind of, we all had come together, for him, and And I believe he felt that energy and that love and positivity, guys. And plus, Doug is just a fighter. Always has been, always will be. And he pushed through, man. Sounds like he's doing so much better, man. They say he's actually sitting up in his bed. He's communicating to Ollie and Miss Bell. Says he is still not completely wanting to wear the CPAP mask. So I guess he's still fumbling with it, and there's times where he can only take but so much, and he's wanting to mess around with it. But right now he needs to use it. Unfortunately, says hopefully with prayers that will all change his combative nature against wearing the mask. So if we can all just pretty much continue to pray for him, show love and support and kind vibes that he will, continue to wear the mask without fighting it, and damaging equipment and himself, you know what I mean, in the process. So there's that. It says yesterday the hospital called her about a home plan for him. So says he still has the way to go before coming home, but I think God, prayers, Ollie, Misspell, and Mandy, plus all of our comments, has really turned Doug around. Family, friends, followers, everybody, just coming together to him in this time of need, has really been what he's needed to kind of push through that fog. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of Dad. When I told y'all about the time that Dad had that second surgery to repair the hernia in his stomach. And I went up there by myself one day after work, and like he looked like he was gonna die. Like his eyes were all glazed over, white, almost kind of like a white milky kind of over his eyes, and he was out of it, dude, completely. And I was just, oh, it was so bad. And I came back the next day, and he didn't even have that. He was laid up in the bed, with the tubes down his throat, and the nurse was telling me, just to talk to him and stuff like that, trying to reassure me that he could hear me and shit. And and I thought he was gone. You know what I mean? And then, like, I swear to God, 3 days, no matter how much I dislike Kimberly, for, what she's tried to do to me, with her lies and accusations, and despite all that shit, like, still got to give her credit for the fact that she came down from New York, and that's what it took. She came down and brought kids. I can't remember. Did she have any kids back then? It's been so fucking long ago. I know that she came down, and it all turned around. Next thing I knew, like, I went to go see Dad. Like, let's go to the hospital and see Dad, or whatever. They were already there, and I went to go see, and Dad was in the hospital. He was up yelling and shit. I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, I literally stood at the door and was just like flabbergasted. You know what I mean? Just how quickly in just a couple of days. Like, I swear to God, I thought I was gonna be making my amends with him. Like back in 2000, I believe it was 2006, maybe 2007. Y'all never would have even known Grandpa. Imagine that shit. But yeah, there is something to be said for the power of family and friends and love and kindness. Even though he hasn't been completely received with love and kindness here the past couple of days by the haters and trolls, obviously, but also by family. Unfortunately, Michael is still. Michael was up in Isaac's live stream last night talking a whole bunch of shit about Doug. And I got a screenshot of that, plus also Bridget talking shit about Doug as well. So it's unfortunate, that they can sit there and feel a certain type of way about the old man, and feel bad enough, like for herself anyway, that she has to reach out in private, whenever she thinks that he's gonna die, and now that he's kind of bouncing back or whatever, they decide to start talking shit, running their mouth about him. Oh, he's not gonna die, okay, and we're gonna share that too, unfortunately, but I'm gonna share it. Because I feel I have to, man. It's a must, quite frankly. Damn. Michael is once again, just a manipulative, con man. him and Bridget, you know, and we're gonna share with you all just how manipulative that shit that they are, you know. Says, along with y'all's love and support, in my opinion, I think hearing, talking, and seeing Bridget and seeing his granddaughter and grandson has been huge in Doug's fight. So here we have it. You know, they're saying from his sister's point of view that you know, that this feeling of him rekindling, you know, a relationship with his daughter and his grandkids, you know, um, gave him the fuel, the fire to push forward, to forge forward, you know, and 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 live, to live again. You know what I mean? That he thinks that he's going to be coming back into something so damn great, and unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case, guys. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the damn case, man. Ash, $3 bill right there. Thank you so much, man. Fist bump back to you, bro. You're right there, man. Fist bumps out to Doug. He's gonna need it, man. That's where someone else came in and says, I just saw and talked to Doug. He looked so much better. He told me I didn't know how sick I was. So like he's actually like communicating verbally with people, setting up, communicating. Um, so it seems like he is, you know, really, really doing a bang up job. Where's this? Where are these pictures at? I got a bunch of stuff in here. I went vlogging today, guys. Look at that. Do 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 do. Went vlogging. Y'all want to see? I want to see a sneak peek of my vloggy vlog real quick. Give y'all a sneaky peeky. It got so hot that I had to damn take my shirt off and get in the water. Got a little water on your face? Erica got in it. Oh, my fat self. Here we go. Oh my god. Woo, man. Have a look, guys. Sneak peek. Oh, my ass. It felt good to me. Oh my god. Oh, sexy alert! Sexy alert! You gonna cool off? Woo! It was actually a little warm out there. Look how, dude! Look how wonderful, man. Your innocent nipple's gonna pop out. Shoot a laser at you. My laser nipple's gonna shoot at you. Look at that, dude. Just a little waterfall, nothing major. But we had fun. So much fun, man. And I forget just how much fun, you know, we can have going out and vlogging and spending time with each other. You know, I've been so busy, you know, with these live streams and calling out Michael and Doug, I'm sorry, calling out Michael and Isaac, you know, exposing them for their bullshit, you know, because whenever the information comes to me, I need to run with it, quite frankly. Champ, what's up? Much love to you. Says Doug West, if you are watching this, we love you, man. We definitely do, brother. Mary's Place said, LOL, Charlie. What? Mystery Menace up says update on Doug. Doug is doing how much? So much better. How much better is he doing? Mary's Place, like on a percentage scale. You know, I gotta say that sounds like a dang 30% to me. You know, 35% to me. He's still got the oxygen. You know, being that forced into his lungs and shit. You know, but him for him to be up and coherent and communicating, that damn definitely sounds like he's doing so much better. They say that he's up and he's talking with his family and shit, and that it seems like he's on the rebound, man. Dr. Green 276 says, what's even happened to Dougie? Well, apparently Dougie has had issues with his diabetes for a while now, and I guess there was some type of like some lesions on his legs and shit, and I guess with diabetes it can actually start to like shut down organs in your body, that actually causes what they say, some sort of septic shock, where I guess you're not getting the proper blood circulation to your arms and your legs and your fingers, your extremities, and it can be very painful. Um, I'm not exactly sure if that's actually what it is, but Wendy Victoria, there she goes. We have it says, "Yep, I'm diabetic and get huge ulcers." I'm so sorry to hear that. That's tragic. That makes me think about myself. I like to eat a lot of sugar. You know what I mean? Like, I'll think that I'm done eating. I'll eat me a burger and fries, half a burger and fries, and I'm like, okay, I'm full. But holy, I can go eat some ice cream. I can eat me a cherry cordial Little Debbie, which are delicious. I can go get me one of those. I can eat me a Christmas tree Little Debbie. You know. Quata Puta Matas 3 says Charlie Howard South Park. It was really good, man. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I watched the three-parter to the console wars where the boys were what was it called, Black Friday 1, 2, and 3, and they were doing like a spoof on what's the name of that TV show, Game of Thrones. And the boys ended up getting divided between PS4 and Xbox One. It was so good. And guess who won? Woo! Xbox One, man. Fucking Bill Gates took his shirt off, bro, and he was all tatted up, and he was fighting like the Yakuza boss. And they broke it down, dude. They busted down, and Bill Gates whooped that ass. Xbox won the console wars. So that's what I was watching this morning before me and Erica we went out. I played a little Jason, then I watched those 3 episodes of South Park, drinking my chocolate milk before we went out on our trippy trip. So yeah, that's it. Says I can't even describe how excited and happy I am right now. Much love to you all. So this is his sister, saying, hey, he's doing well. I'm super excited and happy that he is on the mend, that things are looking better for him, that he is not leaving us. So that was pretty good. But don't you know that, of course, Isaac and Slob Mob, they all had to go live last night talking shit about Doug, running the damn mouths about the old man and his family. After Bridget calls Doug up on his death and says, "It's okay, Dad. I forgive you. I love you. Here's the grandbabies. Get well you can come see them in person." And the next thing you know, meanwhile, fucking Isaac is live talking shit about Doug, and not only Isaac, but Michael. Michael was in the stream, running his mouth. He wasn't on the panel, but Michael was in their live stream, in the chat, running his damn mouth, talking shit about Doug. And I want to share with you all what he said. This is at 24:20 of the replay, or of the replay. If you want to go ahead and watch it again, you want to see what they were saying for Michael to respond. It's at 24:20 of the video. I'm sure Michael actually commented a couple of times, but here's the one that I want to share with you all right here, man. This is from Michael Kidd behind a camera. Starts out with fucking Barb. So he starts off with talking shit about Doug's sister, Barb. Says fucking Barb was like, Doug wouldn't want them to make a video about it. And as in, if Doug were to pass away, he wouldn't want Michael and Bridget to make a video about him passing and about how they finally forgive him, yada, yada, yada. That he wouldn't want that shit because it was all bullshit anyway. Doug was bulldogged daily by false accusations, that I believe was, didn't help hit the deterioration of his body, of his mentality, especially. An unhealthy mind, unhealthy body, bro. Doug waking up every single day in stress, constant bullshit going on that he's fighting back with. And Michael was like, fucking Barb was like, Doug wouldn't want them to make a video about it. Then he says, tough shit, meth addict. He called Doug's sister a meth addict. Like he don't even fucking know the woman, and she looks healthy enough to me. Have you ever seen a meth addict? I'm not going to show you Doug's sister, but she doesn't look like a meth addict. Meth addicts are fucking skin and bone, you know, damn, very shifty. You can tell. Here's Michael on damn. Here's Michael on Isaac's live chat last night talking shit about Doug. Doug's sister, I should say, right here, calling her a fucking meth addict. Don't even know her. Says my father wouldn't have wanted Doug to call him a child abuser for 6 months, but here we are. So here you go. Here's Michael once again trying to rile up the grandpa community against Doug. Go ahead and read it. Says he wouldn't want. Says my father wouldn't have wanted Doug to call him a child abuser for 6 months, but here we are. And he's referring to back whenever Doug was going along with Debbie. I could look that up on my Facebook. I actually saw it in my memories the other day, and I was like, damn, because I actually got on Dougie for it. Because Dougie kind of did go with Debbie C's, or what is her name? Debbie, his ex, who eventually turned on him for Michael and Isaac. The lady who led the charge against my father, trying to call dad an abuser and shit. This Debbie lady, the one that Michael says, oh, she's cool. She's good. Debbie's cool now. We like Debbie. Just like he did to Tina. Whenever Tina was damn leading a hate mob against damn dad. Michael booted her out and brought her back in how many times? Whenever it fitted him. He didn't give a fuck that Tina called dad a dopehead, a molester, this, that, and the third. He does now once again. But for how long before he tries to use her again? Lance the Sergeant says, stop with the negative. No. Because there's negativity to be addressed here, brother. Do you think it's cool to sit here and let Michael get away with this shit? For Michael to sit back here and call Doug's sister a fucking meth head? And bring up past bullshit between Doug and Michael? With angry grandpa being the spillover? Same thing with Savage. How close is Isaac and Savage? I'd like to see their DMs. Michael has retweeted Savage. Who remembers Savage talking about dumping freaking cement into dad's car and feeding the dogs, feeding the German Shepherds poisoned meat? That was Savage. And Michael's cool with Savage. And then, whenever I confronted Doug about it, I was like, you know what? All right, I saw what I saw. You know, Doug did say it. You know, it was almost kind of like almost felt like he was kind of forced into maybe saying it or some shit, you know, but he still said it. And so I went ahead and I spoke up and I was like, that's wrong. You know, I can't stand behind that. I'm done. I can show you the Facebook post where I said that, right? Well, don't you know that right after I posted that and I said that, I get contacted by Isaac saying, why don't you come on live stream with me and we can discuss this? If you care about your family, get on live stream with me and let's discuss this Doug situation. And then Michael was like, yeah, for the first time in my life, I can say I'm proud of my brother. He stood up. Who remembers that shit? Michael was talking about, Charlie stood up for his father for the first time in his life. I can say I'm proud of him. And then whenever I said, no, I'm not going on your panel, Isaac, well, then they turned around and flipped it on me. And they were like, haha, we were just playing. We were just using him. Who remembers that shit? Michael said that him and Isaac orchestrated that situation. Dad's death Dad's dying. They used Dad. They said that they used all this shit to get me and Doug against each other. Then Michael was like, "Yep, I'm the puppet master." Ha 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 ha. Admitting that they got Doug all riled the fuck up to talk shit about Dad to get me involved because they knew that once I saw it, I wasn't going to stand for it. And Doug has since apologized. Like I said, Doug was in a bad place, man. He had nowhere to fucking go. He was staying with Debbie at the time, right? This is after Michael and Bridget fucked him out of his mom's house, right? After his mom passed and he had nowhere to go because Bridget screwed him out the house, he had to go stay with Debbie. And then next thing you know, Debbie, gets connected by the, reached through from the dark side and joins Guest Mob, kicks Doug out, starts making up all kinds of shit about him. Oh, check the food, Erica. Erica? I might have to go check. I'll be right back. I do smell it too. Food. Oh. We'll have to put mine back in a little while. Yeah. I need to put mine back in a little bit. I'll put it on low. I'll put it on 325. Yay! All right, she already got it out. She already got all the food out. That was nice of her. She likes her chicken cooked a little rarer than me. I like my chicken done. Done. So, anyways, let's get back to this, man. Where were we? Michael and Bridget talking shit about Doug. Bringing up how he started talking shit about Dad. An incident and situation in which they took credit in orchestrating in order to turn me against Doug to get me mad with him. And now they're going to try and hold that shit against him. While he's on his deathbed. There's no forgiveness in Michael's heart whatsoever. It's nothing but anger and aggression and envy. Or not, well, yeah, there's envy too. Infallible Virgo, what is up? And I'm going to show you right here. Somebody on Bridget's Twitter asked, how do you feel about your dad being in the hospital on his dying bed? To which Bridget responds, this was today too, says, I think it's real terrible that he spent the last 3 years harassing me and my family. I wish him well, though. Take a look. This is Bridget, guys. So check out the check mark. She's verified. Check mark verified. It's the real Bridget. I can't get it to come in. There, see, there's the check mark right there. She's verified. Says, I think it's real terrible that he spent the last 3 years harassing me and my family. I wish him well, though. So she's not taking any responsibility whatsoever for all the bullshit, unnecessary fucking terror that she put her own father through. She's not going to accept the fact that she damn shared his mother's pictures of his mother while she was dead on Twitter. She's not going to accept the fact that she stole his fucking mother's house after she passed. Not going to accept the fact that damn they hired and they had their paid and hired troll Isaac to bulldog Doug on a daily fucking basis Always something new. That they're not going to take it, that they're not going to take a responsibility for how many videos that they put on their channel and on Angry Grandpa's channel and on Storyfire. Rebecca Sprotling says that's fucked up. What do you think, man? And this is what she's saying about her dad online. Like I say, while her dad is fighting and trying to get his, trying to come back, from the brink. And here he is, thinking that he's gonna walk out that hospital and be able to have a relationship with his daughter. That they're really, her and Michael are really wanting him back in their lives, and that they're sorry for all the bullshit that they put him through unnecessarily. Joe Wilfer says we need some lightheartedness. I'm telling you, man, it's very heavy-hearted shit right here, bro. And it's not over yet. I'm not done, man, because I'm just about to drop the hammer, dude. I'm just about to fucking drop the hammer, bro. Michael loves to bring up how people had bad shit to say about dad. How people talked unforgivable shit about dad. And that he's never going to let it slide, right? Well, don't you know that Michael himself has told one of the biggest fucking lies on dad? That I wasn't the only one, that Doug and Tina weren't the only ones talking shit about dad. I don't know if y'all remember a video, an interview that Kid Behind a Camera and McJuggernuggets did with a podcaster and interviewer by the name of No Jumper. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you here, man. 540,000 views 2 years ago. Dad passed away in 2017. So 2 years ago, 21, almost 22. So right after fucking dad died, Michael, not long after dad fucking died, dude. Dad died in 2017, December, 2018, 19, 20, 21. 4 years ago. This is 2 years ago. So not long after dad died, Michael does an interview with this guy, No Jumper. Okay. And I'm going to share with y'all something here. Much love and shout out to Janet Alvarez, who 2 years ago, watching this, went ahead and highlighted all the talking points. Did us the honor of highlighting all the talking points so I wouldn't have to sit through all this shit. At 56 seconds, they talk about weight loss and Boogie's weight loss. Michael's talking about his weight loss once again, which has still not happened to this day. 157 breakout videos, 322 is old YouTube, 557 ads, revenues, and censorship. Blah, blah, blah. We're going down further to Kanye and politics. I don't give a fuck about that. Ooh, what is this at 54.44? I want to show you all. Look at this. At 54 minutes and 44 seconds, what do they talk about? Drugs. Now I wonder, just what exactly would they be talking about with drugs on No Jumper? Let me pause and take a look, see you in a moment real quick. Twitter search. See what Tubbo and them have to say. Nothing. Yeah, he's still going off about having sole custody of his children. Tubby's been fighting with the trolls all night. Thank y'all so very much. So they're not really saying nothing right now. They're still being quiet. They're ready to see where this is going to go. Joe Wilfers refers to the pills. Yeah, the pills. Yeah, we're going to be talking about pills. Eddie Cagle says pills and how much money he was spending on them a month. Joe Wilfar says he is 100% talking about pain pills and shit. Claude Cook says, I can't believe Lazy Mike is making a living off of lies instead of working. And not, he's not just making a living off of lies. He's making a living off of lives. Like he's making a living off of other people, man. The misery and pain and the torment that he visits upon other people, mainly those that care about him the most, those that are closest to him. Nothing but pain and misery for all of us. God Goku 420 said lies and negativity. That's what he's all about, man. So anyway, let's go right here to 54 minutes and 44 seconds. We're going to hear something here. I'm going to let you guys watch and listen to a little something that Michael had to say about drugs. What does Michael have to say about drugs? I don't know what this guy's going to ask. Yeah, I do. Here we go.
Because of it, but that's okay. Like, I'm only here. The best thing I can do is just to be truthful,
Right, and that's what we need more of, is not the facade or the Disney Channel stuff. It's like, it's
Look,
in the hands
these guys
of the
talking
viewer.
about truth.
They decide how you perceive this.
Michael and Jesse talking about truth.
Say it's bad. That's your own projection. You're projecting onto him. But if you also want to see it as like, oh, well, that's not the life for me.
I'm not so sure if I can share that audio.
Some people were like, wow, your kids to grab a gun and shoot their father? It's like, no, I'm showing you what not to do, because look at how it affected him. Suddenly he couldn't live with himself.
I mean, you can't win anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean, like my father, there was a period of time within a couple years before he died that he was addicted to pills.
Really?
And we had to get him off. We had to get him clean. And we talked about it.
Wow.
And people said, "Oh, you're purging drug abuse." I'm like, I'm telling you not to do it. I'm saying it.
How did he even get on those in the first place?
It's like the doctors prescribed it.
Look how Michael's at.
And then when they take them off, they're hooked. And he was,
look at him thinking, making shit up.
Like $50,000 a month, and end of the month, he's like, hey,
oh my God, listen.
It's like the doctors prescribed it, and then when they take them off, they're hooked. And he was, for a period of time when I was giving him like $50,000 a month, and end of the month, he's like, hey, I need more money.
So do you hear that right there? You hear what the fuck Michael just said? Said that dad was addicted to pills, got addicted to pills because of the doctor, which originally he claims that dad was addicted to pills because of Tina. Said Tina came over and introduced him to the drugs and the pills, and him living over there by her had him all fucked up, which is why Michael had to move dad. Here he's blaming it on the doctor. He doesn't exactly want to say, but he does say that dad's addicted to pills, and as you see, be happy, one love. Yeah, Gina Satilli fan. Did you hear what he said? Ollie? He said, Grandpa, $50 a month. 50 grand a month. Yeah, he said he had Grandpa 50 grand a month, but he couldn't buy his own house or cars. He's so full of it. I swear to God, you are hearing Michael talk right now. Said he gave dad $50,000 a month. And that before the month was even up, that dad was hitting him up for more money. Can you fucking imagine how much drugs that is? Christopher Rollins says, if you spent $50,000 a month for pills, then you're passing them out or your dude is robbing you. No, man, dude, I'll tell you what, like I was trying to do the math here. Let me see here. Let's say what was he on? Was he had a thing with perks and stuff? Let's say the best. Let's say that it was $20 a pill, $30. Let's say $30. Let's say like he was eating the top shit. What's usually $20 a pill, something like that. Let's just go ahead and say $30 a pill for the sake. Let's say first off, $50,000 a month. Okay, divided by let's just go ahead and say $20 a pill. That's 2,500 pills a month. Divide that by 4. That's 625 pills a week. Divide that by 7. 89 pills a day. It's not what Michael says, though. We're going to go ahead and listen to what Michael's estimated figures were on Dad and his usage. Now, plus, besides, before we finish up on this, you know, how do I say it? Like does Dad did it look like he was making 50 grand a month? Riding around thrift shops and flea markets, yard sales, begging people to get him a camper. Dad was on damn Twitch doing the shucking job dance for fucking donations. Who remembers that? Dad spent many, many nights on Twitch for donations. Does that sound like something that a motherfucker with $50,000 a month would do? Debbie Rutledge says, no way he is getting 50 grand a month. Can you hear me? Can you hear that? Seems like we're lagging a little bit or something. Because he loved it. Bullshit! Grandpa was on Twitch for that motherfucking money, and he told you goddamn night. He let it be known he was in there for the money. And when he was with Checkers, it was all about the fucking money. And if he was making 50 grand a month, he wouldn't be doing Twitch. Slime Boss says, shit, he must have been selling them pills too. I don't think so, because if he wasn't making any money. Like I said, he did have Tina mooching off of him in a very big way. All right.
And he was, you know, for a period of time when I was giving him like $50,000 a month, and end of the month, he's like, hey, I need more money. I'm like, where, I just gave you, $42,000. Where is it? Turns out he was spending like 10 grand, like every couple of weeks on pills.
What, oxys and shit?
I never found out what he was doing.
10 grand every couple of weeks on pills. So that still leaves what, 22 grand? Michael says 42,000. That still leaves 22,000 a month that Dad was blowing on what? If Michael bought him the house, Michael bought him the car. Cars. What the hell was Dad spending $22,000 a month on? Why was he begging Michael for any damn thing? You can just look at the way Grandpa was living and you can tell he wasn't making that kind of fucking money. You know what I mean? Then you look at Michael and Bridget and they're like, oh, well, we split it down the middle. And you got Dad living in a fucking double wide trailer while Michael and a filthy double wide trailer with half the family in there, all the grandkids. If Dad had enough money, don't you think he would have bought another trailer or something to put the kids in? Like, yo, I need my own damn space. Don't you think he would have done that shit? You got Grandpa living in a double wide with all the rest of the family, while Michael and Bridget are in a freaking 3-story house with a guest house and ground pool, and got Bridget's mother on her hands and knees scrubbing the floors, to legitimize her LLC. Honestly. Oh, check it out. Big fan. Much love to Korea right there. I want to watch that new. There's a new K horror movie out or series out right now called Hellbound. I think it's called Hellbound. I really want to see it, man. It looks really, really good. I enjoyed Squid Game. That was really dope. And yeah, Hellbound looks pretty interesting too. I don't know if any of y'all have watched Hellbound yet, but it seems really interesting. I can't wait to watch it. Hopefully after Erica finishes Downton Abbey. So let's see here. Anyways, 50 grand that he gave dad to claim dad spent 10 grand every couple of months. Look at look at his body movements when he's asked these questions. Look at how Michael's reactions and his body movements. You could just tell he's lying and making shit up on the spot.
And he was, for a period of time when I was giving him like $50,000 a month, and end of the month, he's like, "Hey, I need more money." I'm like, where, I just gave you, $42,000. Where is it? Turns out he was spending like 10 grand like every couple of weeks.
Yeah, man. His wheels are turning.
Couldn't live with himself.
I mean, you can't win anymore.
Here he goes. Watch Michael.
My father, there was a period of time,
look at him,
a couple years before he died, that he was addicted to pills.
Really?
And we had to get him off. We had to get him clean. And we talked about it.
Wow.
And people said, "Oh, you're encouraging drug abuse." I'm like, I'm telling you not to do it. I'm saying it.
How did he even get on those in the first place?
It's like the doctors prescribed it, and then when they take them off, they're hooked. And he was, for a period of time when I was giving him like $50,000 a month, and end of the month, he's like, "Hey, I need more money." I'm like, where, I just gave you, $42,000. Where is
look at that body language.
10 grand like every couple of weeks, pills.
What, oxys and shit?
I never found out what he was doing. He just said it with everything, Mike. Whatever I get my damn hands on,
Whoa.
He was just popping them like candy.
Oh my God!
I know for sure he wasn't doing them till the end.
He probably didn't know. Like,
oh my God!
Definitely didn't know when he first tried it, like how serious it was. Like, we were having a conversation with this dude the other day, like 10 plus years.
So there you have it, right there, guys. Michael totally put his own father on the hook, and check it out, like, dude, Michael totally put his own father on the hook for so much drugs in his life. And guess what? The guy didn't even bring it up. Listen to the beginning here. Hold on. Oh, hold on a second. Where we at? Let me go back here.
That's okay. Like,
listen,
I'm only here. The best thing I can do is just to be truthful.
Listen to this.
That's what we need more of. Is
look at Jesse's face. He's like,
Channel stuff. It's like, it's in the hands of the viewer. Like, they decide how you perceive this. Like, if you want to look at what you're doing say it's bad, that's your own projection. You're projecting onto him. But if you also want to see it as like, oh, well, that's not the life for me. That's his real life. It's like when I shot my dad at the end of the second series, some people were like, "Wow, you're encouraging kids to grab a gun and shoot their father." It's like, no, I'm showing you what not to do. Because look at how it affected him. Suddenly he couldn't live with himself.
I mean, you can't win anymore.
Right.
I mean, like my father, there was a period of time within a couple years before he died that he was addicted to pills.
Do you see that? Do you see that shit right there? Jesse was talking about how the fans get all crazy over fabricated storylines, about him shooting his dad, and the fans are like, "Oh shit, Jesse, you shot your dad, right?" And then Michael follows that up with, "Yeah, my dad was on drugs." Like, the guy didn't even put Michael in the hot seat. "Hey, I heard your dad was a user. Do you care to elaborate?" No. Michael followed up the fans' reactions and being mad with them. He followed that up with dad being on drugs. Ain't that some shit? Mary's Place says, "Yep, he volunteered info." And you know why he did that? The only reason he did that to make himself look good. You know why? To try and pilfer the money, because everybody was giving Michael hell about how he did not give Grandpa his fair share. So that was Michael's way of saying he gave Grandpa the fair share of the earnings while throwing Grandpa under the bus. Oh, y'all just didn't see it because Grandpa was an incredibly addicted dope addict. That he said what? That Grandpa told him that he was just pop. I don't even know what it is, Bo. I just pop it like candy. Crazy as hell. Michael totally painted his own father as a fucking stark raving mad drug abuser, you know, paralleling out, you know, out of control with a $20,000+ a month drug habit. For no reason at all. The guy didn't even fucking ask him. Michael just put it out there and said, that's why Dad didn't have any money. He tried to cover his own ass by throwing unvolunteered bullshit out there about Dad. Christian Golsa says Michael trashes your father's name and tries to save his. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what Michael did, man. And that's something that I don't think, man, that's forgivable. He hasn't asked for any forgiveness for that. But yet he wants to pick and choose who he can be mad at for what end. You know, he can bring me back in and forgive and say, "Oh, it's okay. Let's repair." After all that bullshit, they can damn reach back out to me after I got into it with Dougie over his comments. They can reach back out to me, and once again, Isaac, dude, I don't know how many times Isaac has tried to get me to join his panel, and I have just shut him down every fucking time. It is so awesome, and he fucking bitches and moans and cries and pisses his diaper every single time. I love it so fucking much. Absolutely love it. Because I'm just not going to be controlled like that. Just like Dougie wasn't going to be controlled. That's how all this shit started in the first place. Was that Dougie was refusing to be controlled, man. That he just wanted to go out and live his life. He wasn't starting any shit. Michael is the one that brought it all out in the first place, that they were having trouble behind the scenes. Michael's the one that came out and was like, Dougie's trying to blackmail us. Bridget's the one that damn accused her father of trying to hit her. How they went out and did 32 some odd minutes of video on Doug's front porch, trying to get Doug to swing on them. Trying to antagonize Doug on his front porch, on his own property. That they made how many fucking videos about Doug? That Bridget says, "Oh, he harassed our family for 3 years." Doug in what army? I mean, Doug in what army? I mean, even like a month ago, Michael was shared a picture of this dude that looked, you know, that he thought looked like Doug in the Michael Myers movie. So I'm not gonna be on here forever tonight, guys. I'm not gonna drag this out. There's not too much more info to give with that, guys. You know, that was about all the points and the highlights that I wanted to touch base with you all. But yeah, you know, in conclusion, you know, Michael wants to talk about people talking shit about Dad when he himself, you know, has committed the greatest sin. You know, throwing dad under the bus to save his own ass. When we all know that Michael did not give dad his fair share. That dad died in that double wide trailer with low paid hospice workers just checking their phones, just waiting for him to go. You know, while Michael and Bridget and their kids hanging out in their big ass house. I don't know if the kids were there or not. Might have just been Michael and Bridget. Even less excuse for them not to be there. That Doug was the one that was there in Dad's final moments. That saw Dad off into the next life. While Michael and Bridget were at home playing Jason, waiting for the call because they couldn't bear it. You know? Like I said, that Bridget's the one that got all involved with Doug's mom, with her grandma's shit, whenever her grandma passed away. That Doug didn't get to see anything from it because Bridget was such a shisty, manipulative bitch. That Doug didn't have a chance in Arizona with Nick and the family. Because Michael and Isaac were coming out constantly on a daily fucking basis, going after him, reaching out to Nick, trying to get Nick to flip. Ollie, much love to you. Says over 600 watching, and we continue to grow while Isaac and Michael fall into irrelevancy and obscurity. You just love to see it. I do love to see it. You know what? The numbers don't even matter to me, man. Quite frankly, bro, I'm sitting here I'm giving out the truth right now. And truth is worth a whole lot more than numbers, man. Like I say, they have successfully came out with a hate march against Doug. You know, through Doug's past sins and also through their lies and accusations on the old man. You know, that there is a certain amount of risk that I kind of faced in defending Doug, even on his deathbed. Because, you know, Michael and Bridget are still over there on their side, standing behind their bullshit, their lies and their accusations. Even though Bridget, we know how Bridget really feels, that Bridget really is fucking sorry. That she does feel bad, and she knows she did wrong because she called her old man up and she let him see the grandkids, and she apologized. We didn't get to see it. We didn't get to hear it. Like I said, it was her respect. It's her privacy and her respect to have those final words, whether, you know, people should hear them or not. And I understand that. But guess what? She still reached out and felt bad about what she did. You know? So she openly admitted that she fucking wrong right there. How many times did they sit there and say, oh, Dougie's going to die never seeing his grandkids? How many times did they say that? You fucking liars. Guess what? Dougie got to see his grandkids. Why? Because Bridget broke the fuck down. Because Michael because Michael was like, oh, well, it ain't up to me. He finally fucking backed up for a damn minute. Brenda says her guilty conscience couldn't handle it. Ollie said Bridget will live with that guilt for the rest of her life. Well, sadly, like I say, that's the bad news because apparently it doesn't seem like Michael has learned a damn thing. You know? That they got scared. And she did feel bad whenever he was on his deathbed. But you know that even now, while he's still in the hospital, they're over there running their mouth saying, hey, don't forget the bad that he did. There's not a forgiving fucking note, soul, or bone in their fucking body. That it's all about money and greed. and about control. If they could control Doug, if they could have controlled me, you know, they would have had us back in those videos a long time ago. And it just didn't work out for them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. Like I said, good news, dude. Doug is sitting up. He's breathing, not on his own yet, but he's breathing well. The only thing is he needs to continue to wear that CPAP mask. Said that he's communicating with everybody and that he is definitely on the mend. So Doug, looks like Doug's gonna make a full recovery. Knock on wood. Like I said, continue to pray, send positive vibes his way, you know, because he's not completely out the woods yet, but it's looking really good for him. Thomas D127 says it's no secret that Michael controls Bridget. She's not as tough and vigilant as she makes herself out to be online. Well, she don't even make herself out to be that tough online anyway, you know. You see her always just constantly laughing at Michael's stupid jokes, you know, following Michael's lead. You know, she looks desperate to me in the videos. Like he is just like his sidekick lackey. Like there is no backbone whatsoever. And if there is something that she says to Michael, you know, you can tell that it's choreographed and planned out and staged, you know, and that it was okayed with Michael before it was ever put in the video. So John Slade says, I now more than ever believe Michael is a terrible person. Well, like the proof is in the pudding, you know? Pudding. Proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding, though, especially when it comes to Michael, man, and Bridget. That even in the face of death and losing her father, you know what I mean, that she's going to stand behind her bullshit lies and accusations, even though we know better. Like I said, she called him, let him see the kids, asked for forgiveness. We know the fuck she did. And I'm sorry, Dad. There's no way she fucking called up and been like, yeah, I forgive you for your bullshit. If she did, can you imagine that? Could you imagine Bridget calling up her dad, having those moments and being like, yeah, I can't forgive you. You know, you're a terrible father and I hate you. And here's your grandkids. Could you imagine Dougie laying on his deathbed, bro? And then having Bridget not forgive him for shit that didn't even happen? Oh my God. Could you imagine being laid up on your deathbed and a motherfucker not still holding a lie against you, a lie that they fucking created? Beer Grunt says, I don't want to imagine that. Well, maybe possibly that's how it went down for old Dougie. Because maybe Bridget told him on the phone, Bridget might have said, I think it's real terrible that you spent your last 3 years harassing me and my family, Dad. But I do wish you well and here are your kids. Because this is what she's telling us. This is what she's telling us. Can you imagine she told her dad that? I think it's real terrible that you harassed my family for the last 3 years. But I wish you well and I love you. Can you imagine Doug being like, what? Holy shit. Holy fuck. Could you imagine Doug's reaction? Like, I'd be like, just pull the fucking plug now. God damn. Get me the fuck out of here. Screw this. I'm out. Test Rat says, pretty sure it was recorded by Bridget for content. Oh, damn. I didn't think about that. I'm sure if Doug had a pass, Bridget would have been on the phone and it would have been a very tearful goodbye. And I love you. And there probably would have been something snuck in there, a little jab. I wish you could have been a better dad or some shit. Holy shit. Woo. Holy damn, dude. That fucking hurts. That hits hard, bro. How about that thought? I'd like to think that she didn't do that. I'd like to think that she, you know, asked her dad for forgiveness for all the bullshit that they put him through, you know, and that she gave him that spark of hope, you know, that reignited the fire that is bringing him back to life now, you know. But, you know, check this out, Bridget, man. We're not all indestructible. We're not all going to live forever. This was a scare, you know what I mean? But it's, you know, sadly, it can be, you know, what you're going to be facing the next time, you know? That he's not passing away, probably despite your dismay. Y'all probably wanted him to pass so that y'all can damn make some videos, another 6 months worth of videos. And then the moment that y'all find out that he's doing well, you start trashing him online again, dude. It's fucked up, dude. And I'm here to blow the whistle and show everybody. So that's what I did. And I also let everyone hear Michael throw dad under the bus on No Jumper. If you want to hear it for yourself, you can go to 5444 of the video. Watch it for yourself. You can also listen and analyze some more if you would like, and let me know if you find anything that you know, that you feel, you know, was disparaging, further disparaging to Grandpa. Dad didn't deserve that. Like I say, Michael didn't even need to bring that shit up. They weren't even talking about. Motherfucker didn't even ask Michael about drugs. They were talking about the fans reacting so rabidly to fake storylines, and then Michael comes out with, "Hey, I gave my dad was stuck on drugs." And, you know, it was all just shit, dude, and it was unnecessary. You know, and you only did it to make yourself look good, to make people think that you did give dad. I gave dad $50,000 a month. No, you fucking didn't. You're a liar. And dad is farting in your face right now. So, anyways, man, I'm getting off of here, bro. Beer Grunt, we love you, man. Amy K, Mary's Place, Armani, B&A Angel, Beer Grunt, Ethereal One. Much love to you. Thank you for being here tonight. Cody Martin, Rocky NG, William Gabriel, Mystic Gaming, Reese Stewart, Johnny Taylor, Chris So Creepy, Chrissy, much love to you. Mwah. Test Rat, Kevin Zerfus, I love you, brother. Rebecca Spratling, Peekaboo, we love you. Bjorn Carpenter, KY Baby Kitty, Wes Warren, Yvetta, Arion, Jimmy Woods, BJ Mason, Thomas D127. Much love. I'm definitely going to keep fighting. Like I say, Isaac's got some more. Oh, which, by the way, I want to share with y'all, Nikki is still not in jail yet, guys. I looked earlier. I had somebody do some digging earlier. And Nikki Guest is not in the manifest here, guys. Take a look. Take a look. She is not in the manifest. Well, it doesn't matter. Guest. Well, I'm not going to show everybody's names. Wes Warren says she's at Ben's house. Could be at Ben's house. She could be at Isaac's house. If I were y'all, I'd go ahead and call the cops and just give them some tips. Like, yeah, I saw her at the house. She posted on Facebook. She posted on Twitter at the house. Go search the house. She's at the house. So, anyways, man, I'm bouncing off here. Thank you all for watching, man. We love you all, man. Continue the love and support for Dougie. You know what I'm saying? Continue to call out these fucking haters, you know, that are trying to disparage his name, even his own flesh and blood, you know, at a time where he needs them the fucking most. You know, people really show their true colors. They show their true hearts and souls, you know, who they really are in times like this. You know what I mean? And I feel like Michael, Bridget, and Isaac, you know, and myself, I think we've all shown, you know, who we truly are, you know, and how who we are inside as people, you know, in this moment of what could have been tragedy, you know. And I thank you all for showing who you are, you know, that's love, kind, caring people, you know, that really enjoyed what our family has brought you all, and that means a lot to me, man. So thank you all for watching. I love you all, and we'll hit y'all up next time, man. Peace out. Oh boy.